A lot of us tend to get stuck inside of our minds, right? Whether it's due to isolation or experiencing a situation in which, a lot of emotions can be going all over the place and you feel misunderstood, and sometimes you feel embarrassed or ashamed of yourself for even experiencing these or interpreting these emotions in this type of way, right? I myself, in the past couple days, have been holding on to emotions and, you know, really been in that position, being stuck within my mind. And I didn't realize that, having a simple conversation would just completely flip the switch. I was very ashamed of being judged for not being strong. There's this stigma kind of put on men in general where if you are experiencing something, a problem or just emotions in general, to kind of fight through it. And I agree with that, fight through it, become a better version of yourself, don't let it tear you down. All of that's great, nothing against that. But personally, I felt ashamed for experiencing those thoughts and feeling that I couldn't express them to anybody, and I know a lot of people, they take their lives because of that. They go down the rabbit hole of thinking very pessimistically, or thinking that, people will judge them, or like, I want you to think about right now and get out of your mind. Do you judge people the way you think that people judge you? Do you criticize them the way that you criticize yourself? Do you make fun of them? Are you that type of person? And the answer majority of the time is no, because we're so focused on ourselves. We're so focused on how people perceive us, or on how we, and how we portray ourselves. And if we are not 100%, or if we feel that we are not 100%, then we really let it get to us. And if you are someone who is experiencing that negativity right now, or has a feeling that you know someone that is experiencing that, reach out for help, genuinely. Because I see a lot of people online, or even people in person in general, they'll say, go to therapy. And I think therapy is useful if you have nobody, like truly nobody, or if you feel that it is, that you need it, like truly, if you have nobody, last resort type of thing. But most of the time we're so stuck in our heads and our ways, where we forget that a conversation can go a long way. One simple conversation. If you have a friend, if you have family members, you have, just anybody, even if you see someone struggling, reach out. Because even if you don't know what's going through somebody's mind, when you are going through the lows, when you are very pessimistic, when you are, on the edge, I'll be vulnerable. Myself, when I'm thinking very negatively, I hide it. I try to hide it. But I don't hide it well, in a sense where it's like I become very down, but I try not to become emotional. I just become very stoic, right? Become very just stonish. But my regular self is happy. My regular self is all, making jokes, wanting to conversate. And sometimes some people don't realize, or they think maybe I'm just overthinking, right? When in reality, I'm going through the motions. I'm thinking about everything horribly. And I don't want to make this video too long, but to conclude it, I want you to realize, and I'm realizing this myself right now, I can go through something very little and sometimes it pisses me off. Sometimes it gets in my head, you know. I start overthinking, I start thinking very pessimistically, and it feels like the world is ending, right? But think about all the people that go through like garbage, that go through shit every single day, and they have nobody to talk to. And maybe you are that only person, you know? You can save a life. And I know that might sound very overly exaggerated, but if you were to just ignore that person or to never reach out to that person every single time that you may notice a little bit of something, all those times of little bit, you know, of tension or of quietness or of overthinking in their head, it builds up because they have nobody to speak to and they feel ashamed and they feel embarrassed. But if you reach out to that person and you let them know that it's okay, you know, and that you know, seriously just listen to what they're expressing because, you know, they've been holding it inside, you know, and don't judge them about it. Let them. You can save a life. But with that being said and done, my name is Alex Snow, and if you are one of these people who are on the other side of it, you know, who feel that you have nobody to talk to, obviously therapy is a good solution, right? But you know, if you just need to get something off your mind quickly, comment down below. You know, you don't have to go into depth. You don't have to, you know, exaggerate. You don't have to, you know, just comment down. And I will try to respond. I will for sure read them, all of them. And if any of you guys in this community, we are brothers and sisters. So if any of you guys see someone struggling in the comments, support them. Because this life is limited, right? And when you're on the good side, when you are living a positive life, it feels like heaven. It feels like this world is beautiful. But when you have nobody and you are alone and things are very pessimistic, it feels like, you know, you don't even want to be here anymore. So yeah, I love you guys. I love you very much. Stay strong. And I'll see you guys in the next one.